Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for spending your valuable time with the Adapt 2030 channel. Gold buyers binge, largest volume in 55 years. Largest increases, bricks, unknown. Bricks versus the G7, the rollover. 33, there's that number again, 33%. Spiders on substances, NASA, the illusion. 1909 versus 2019, that's a travesty. Money stock. Largest decline ever. Wonder how that'll pan out. Argentine peso. Coins are worth 6 times the actual value. Metals. The illusion of overpopulation. And as the illusionary world unfolds in front of us to get you to bend to their reality, we're going to need the water to grow our own food. And think of today's world as the life cycle of a strawberry. Where are we in this cycle? Are we at the end of ripeness where it starts to rot? And how many times has this cycle occurred before? Because for me, it doesn't seem that things moving forward are just organically happening. It's coming to an end, a pinnacle for some reason. And painting stripes on a cow does not make it a zebra, no matter how things are portrayed to us as reality. That fakeness is so easy to spot. And because I'm a fan of maps and I want to stay on the theme of livestock, another illusion, Australia, 1920, New Oxford wall map. Sheep and wheat. What is this illusion here? No sheep, no sheep, wheat, no sheep. Were there not other things on this continent at some time? If I were to only view this map as reference, I would think there were nothing but sheep and wheat. It's the illusion is what it is. This illusion of overpopulation. And this is a screen grab off of Google Maps. The illusion is so clear to see. And would that be a fracking pad over there on the right where nobody is? And with electric vehicles, all the rage and battery technologies increasing, not really. Top Babcock runabout electric. 1909, 1,244 miles on one charge. Tesla, 2019, 408 miles. I think they're about 3 times behind the times, but that's just me. And perhaps around our world, there are substances in the air, in the water, that affect our abilities. Because here's one from NASA investigating the effects of various psychoactive substances on the ability of spiders to weave a web. Normal, and we can see the movement of the substance to the MJ, to the E, to the LSD, to the caffeine. Pretty interesting. Now, how would our minds be bent also with the substance? Morgan Stanley warns commercial real estate is headed for a crisis worse than 2008. It's no longer a black swan, it's a flock of black swans. There's a banking crisis, commercial real estate, de-dollarization, rate hikes, and persistent inflation. BRICS is the hottest ticket in town with an additional 19 countries looking to join and move away from the dollar. Mention the Adapt 2030 channel, you're going to get some first-class service. Patriot Gold Group offers the no fee for life IRA, where your IRA or 401k can be in physical gold or silver on qualifying rollovers. 888-546-7020. Call to get your free investor guide today. And now on with the video. Speaking of mind benders, expand your mind for a moment. What if this was true, that some sort of solar system cataclysm, an ejecta from the sun, melted rock, plasma touching our planet's surface? Kajahoro Temple, India, top left, and the Kaku pagodas in Myanmar, bottom left. Compared to the formations, quote-unquote natural, would this not resemble the same if it were melted? Because illusion does seem to be reality right now. Everything you see is a distraction scripted for you. But what's really distracting away from is the question. And these magnetic field anomalies that are coming in 2024, and would that have an effect on the human brain? Either side. The electromagnetic lobes of your functioning reality. Perhaps things are set up right now to get you to believe a certain way, but your brain was going to move into that thought pattern anyway. And if you were just sitting back on a lawn chair one day and all these things were not spinning across our airwaves, your brain would start to perceive it anyway. Natural cycles cannot be controlled, nor can they be taxed. But also different versions of reality. U.S. version, Quaker Oats. U.K. version on the right, Quaker Oats. How many ingredients are in the U.S. version compared to the U.K. version? I think quite a few. There's so many substances outlawed in the EU that we find in our food sources here. Wonder why? And staying in the UK, let's look at the April 2023 price change in 12 months. Sugar up 47%, cheddar cheese up 39, eggs 37, milk 33, potatoes 28, sliced bread 28, chicken 23, and they're telling us that inflation's running at 15%. Okay, I see a difference there. But if we look at food inflation in Latin America, Venezuela over 100%, Argentina near 100, 86, Haiti, Colombia, Chile, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and then we get down into the more normal numbers here that we might see something around El Salvador, Uruguay, 13%. Same with the United States, running around 13, 15, something like this. Bolivia, Panama, and Ecuador, lowest inflation on the list. Puerto Rico as well, 8.5. Where would you find yourself? Oh, in the land of gold, the Spanish conquistadors, where were they? Gold, the barbaric relic, told by banks and all investment houses, do not get gold, it's just worth nothing. Except gold buyers, these are central bank buyers. China, Russia, central banks of the world. Biggest binge in 55 years. That was the full year of 2022. So I thought, let's bring it into 2023 Q1 here. Gold reserve tonnage by the area, Western Europe, North America, Central Europe, etc. Now the largest increases, Singapore, China, Turkey, India. I see bricks, bricks, bricks. And on the largest decreases, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Cambodia, Russian Federation, Croatia. But again, the decreases, I see bricks, bricks, bricks. So what I'm really seeing is a shuffling of gold between nations that are involved with the new BRICS currency. Is what I'm seeing. A trade-off of resources for gold reserves so it all works equally. So let's stay with the BRICS here. I found this really good set of data charts here from IMF, World Economic Forum, April in 2023 from Igali. BRICS versus the G7 white line at the top, BRICS, everybody else beneath. 1994, a G7, 44+%, let's say 45% of GDP purchasing power globally. BRICS, nearly 17, and then we step forward into 2007. That's starting to close the gap. BRICS 23%. Oh wait, no, 23. Remember that number. G7 losing some market share, and look at this tapering hourglass right there. 2015, we didn't see the world change so dramatically, but in 2020 we sure did, and that was the crossover. Interesting timing. That crosses over, and we saw the events of 2020, 21, 22. Amazing on that world event that only would happen, what, once every 2,000 years? 2023, we cross over again. BRICS this year surpassing G7. And as we come into 2027, there's BRICS 33%. There's that 33 again. Now these graphs and charts put out right here, we keep seeing that number 23 and 33 repeating again. It's a fingerprint. It's a stamp for different levels of hierarchy within society, approving stamp. This is the gameplay here, forecast moving out. And also the cherry on top, the M2 money stock. Now if we look at the arrows, the red arrows at the bottom there, the larger the arrow, the larger the drop. And what you see occurring now is the largest drop ever. If you look at the M2 money stock, we see that peak and then the drop off. Follow the white line and then all the way down to the red line. And whoa, that blue line is orders of magnitude above the 2008-9 financial crisis. Now, if you can't see in the dark and you can't find Finance Lancelot online there, let me bring it out for you. US M2 money supply. This goes through April. And we could see the drop from 26.9 to negative 4.6. Again, we're going to have to go way back This chart goes back to the 1960s, January 1960. But to find something like this, you have to go Great Depression, and there's only one other time. But remember, paper is paper. Gold, silver, and actual metal is where the true wealth is held. Because I'm looking at these Argentinian pesos here. $2 Argentinian peso is now worth $12 because of the metal content. Look at Argentina. Inflation, 108%. Interest rates, 97%. You could never buy a house at that point. And one of the most favorite cartoons I've ever seen, Superman is here to save the day. Oh, wait, that's the Federal Reserve? Put the glasses and the coat back on. I'll see you later. This is exactly what we're seeing right now. That's why you're wanting to think about some storable foods. My Patriot Supply app 2030 3-month emergency food supply, as well as it is still planting season. True Leaf Market, heirloom and organic seeds for any grow zone on the planet. I appreciate you watching. Hope you got something out of it. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.